Shut up and sit down.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Pardon Me, Alex. I'm going to talk some lumberjack basketball in California tonight. And of course, you're here with Alex and Jax. We got our E-Tech hats on to help celebrate the new Rocco duo who just got married over the weekend that we attended together. And so, yeah.
So much fun. I know they're having more fun than we are right now, though.
Absolutely. There is no doubt that they're having a great time on their honeymoon. Absolutely no doubt. But yeah, so we're excited to chat with y'all tonight about the Jacks in California. And hopefully our stream and our internet and everything goes smoothly tonight. That's why we're running late, 23 minutes late to be exact, because technology sucks and apparently just doesn't love StreamYard at all. So here we are. Anywho,
we don't know what the problemo is, but it's annoying.
Very annoying, very annoying. So let's not waste too much of your time, and that way we can get through two games tonight. Going to talk about Fresno State first and then talk about Pepperdine afterwards. Obviously, this was a split road trip, which in this day and age, I'll take it. Was it an easily 2-0 trip? Sure. But guess what? C'est la vie. It happened. So we learn and move on. But first, we're going to talk about the Fresno trip, the Fresno game, the Fresno trip, the Fresno game.
We are. So Tuesday, November 18th at the Save Mart Center. So this was our first matchup versus Fresno State. Never played them before. They are in the Mountain West Conference. I'm going to go ahead and air one quick grievance right now. The Mountain West app was free, and that is wonderful, but it was free because it is shit. And I would rather pay for the app and it be decent than it be shit. Didn't work on my Apple Fire Stick. Didn't work on my MacBook Air. Had to watch it on my phone because everywhere else it buffered. It didn't work for my dad at home on his Roku, even though I FaceTimed him to get it working. See, now one of them is dead. So anyways, just technical problems on technical problems today. Anywho, so since we have two in a row, we'll have Alex do the SLC standings after the second game. So I'm just going to go right into the general notes here. Starters, we had Keon, Cece, Cam, Gerald, and Latif, same as always.
Mm-hmm.
If at any point you can't hear me.
Works fine. No, I can hear you. My app worked fine is what I was going to say.
Oh.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Well,
you're good.
It's telling me the battery's low, so if you don't hear me, give me a signal or something, and I'll make sure it's using my computer.
You're good.
Nice little mic. So we did lose this game, 80-78. Heartbreaker of a game. Because we absolutely, easily were mucho better than this team. But I digress. Sure. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Attendance, they say, was 2,953. I don't know if I agree, but anyway. Sean Kennedy stat section. We had field goal percentage of 45.2, 3-point percentage of 31%, free throws 50%. Points in the paint, 44, might be the highest points in the paint we've had this season. 20 points off turnovers, 21 second chance points, 7 fast break points, 18 bench points.
this was new for this season. We had 38 total rebounds, and it was a completely even split, 19 offensive, 19 defensive boards. First time that one's happened. Foul, we had 16 turnovers. We had 12. They did have 13 turnovers, so one more than us. We had 8 steals and 4 blocks. I do want to say that the score was tied 11 times and the lead changed 13 times. So quite a seesaw of a game here.
It was.
Our game leaders, we had Latif with 27 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Keon with 13 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Something in every column. We had CC with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 assist. Also something in every column. We had Narit with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. And just because I've been putting him on here every game because he's usually the leader of most of the defensive stats, we have Gerald with 2 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Awesome. So, terms of player of the game, just because Jacqueline said one person, I'm just going to go opposite and say somebody else. I'm going to go with, I'm going to give CC some love this game. He had something in every category. I believe for the season, I'd have to go back and check the notes, but I think this is his first double-digit point of the season. So, love to see it. And we've talked about this before. CC his role isn't going to be a big point guy. Like, that's just not what his designation, his role is really supposed to be. But when he does make points, it's going to be an even better game. And again, we talked about this. Yes, we lost this game, but this game was totally in the bag, and it was such an easily winnable game. And we'll get to that in the grievances. But I feel like the stats don't really fully explain why we lost that game. Like, they do, but they don't. Like, when you see these stats, you're like, wow, 44 points in the paint, 20 points off turnovers, 21 second chance points. You're like, 38 rebounds. Like, where did we go wrong? Well, we can't shoot free. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, so my player of the game, just for spreading it out the love a little bit, CC having something in every category. First double-digit point game of the season for him, I believe. And I love when CC's doing well. I feel like he makes everybody else better when he's doing good. So I'm here for it.
I agree, and I'll co-sign that 100%. Plus, his birthday was during this road trip, so even though we didn't get the dub on this game, I am glad he did really well. I gave it to Latif. He was really on a hot streak this game, and not to downplay Narit or Cam's performance this game, but he was more on with his 3-point shot than any of our normal cast of characters from the 3-point line, and definitely kept us in there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because normally when we're at the games physically, like when we're physically at games, we don't usually take any notes. Not anymore. When we first started the podcast, we used to. But then I realized that's just too much. Like, I can't focus on the game and take notes. And so when we're playing away and I'm watching on TV, I can actually sit there and have my computer out or my phone out and take notes or pause the game. And, these are things we can do, or even rewatch it easier. And so it's things we can do better. So I actually took for both games, some notes during the game and, moving into the strengths. I mean, Latif, you're right. Hot. He was hot with 17 T's at the end. And so I broke it down first half, second half. So first half, yeah, Latif hot. Let's see here. Rit, obviously hot, more threes. You're right. Obviously, Teef was more so with the threes this game than everybody else. But Still playing well. Also, I made a note to give Yeti some props because he was also playing well in this game. He was making some easy floaters, playing some good D down there in the paint as well. And so, again, any guys off the bench that can contribute in any way, shape, or form when we're playing a really evenly matched D1 team is important. So, got to give some credit where credit is due there. And that was just the first half, you know. Second half, there was a lot of things going on second half, but a couple of the highlights that I wrote down. Teef got a nice layup and Ann won. Cam had a big three. I'm trying to think of a good nickname for Gerald. I don't know if I'm gonna call him JC, like Jesus Christ, or the Colonel. I don't know. I'm trying. It'll hit me. But I'm going to go with JC for now. So JC had a huge slam in the second half, which we always love seeing from him. So that's always a nice little motivational hype up. But yeah, there was a lot of things going on during this game that definitely led to the downfall. But there was also some good. And I do want to still make sure we talk about the good.
Yeah, no, I agree. And honestly, again, not to downplay anything, but this whole game, I just feel like they did not look anywhere as good as they normally do. And so the fact that it was still such a winnable game and that we only lost by 2, I think that does speak to something. And I mean, this is their first game on the road, and it was quite a hike of a trip, and it's, you know, the week before Thanksgiving week, and just there's a ton of factors that could tip the scale 2 points.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, the fact you're so spot on with the fact that we only lost by 2, and the fact that we were not on top of our game, and the fact, that we were within 2 points of winning the game, which we should have anyway. But again, digress. Yeah, I think that's the most frustrating part. I think I'd rather get blown out than lose such a close game. Like if we would have went into Fresno State and absolutely got our asses handed to us on a silver platter, you know what I mean? And a huge blowout by like 10, 15, 20 points. And I've been like, all right, hands up. Weren't ready. Didn't scout it right, or they just were better, just better talented team. But that wasn't the case. And I feel like that's also just, that stings more.
Could not agree more. That's my biggest grievance, but I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah. So let's talk more positives. What else we got?
I honestly did not take notes during either of these games. Even when I watch on TV, I don't the first watch. And I had a incredibly busy week, so I did not have time to rewatch either of these games. So I don't have a whole lot of notes. But the field goal percentage was good. Our 3-point percentage was good. Our free throw wasn't even as bad as it has been. Honestly, points in the paint were good. Points off turnovers and second chance points were high. Almost 40 rebounds and the same number of offensive boards as defensive boards. Like all the stats look great, really.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that if you looked at the stats, just like a quick cursory glance, you're like, we didn't lose this game. That's the conundrum on this. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be even more discombobulating when we get to game 2 of this trip, and the stats are worse than this game, and we won. So,
exactly.
Stay tuned.
Again, riddle me that. It's just so confusing. Yeah. Okay. So jumping into grievances. Here we go.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. You're going to hear about it.
Okay. Kick it off, girl.
I don't even know. I don't know what I wish I could put my finger on what the problem was this game, and I really don't know. So, like I said, I'll co-sign with you. I would rather get blown out and just know that we weren't good enough to hang with a team than lose by 2 with a team that I just know we're way more talented and disciplined and all of the words in the book, better than and easily could have won. And there's no glaring plot hole on the stat sheet. That's frustrating.
And that's my thing. It's like, yeah, when you look at the stat, like I said, you look at the stats and you're like, I just don't see, a huge, it's, first quarter or first half, we were up 42-39. And then the second, it's not like they outscored us in the second half, but not by a ton, well, let's see, what was that? 5 points. So it's like, it's not a huge differential here, but when you go and you look at the Fresno State stats, they're not that much better than ours. Like their free throw percentage is a little bit higher. Their 3-point percentage is a little bit higher. And I believe, let me make sure I'm doing my math right. Like their stats are just a little bit higher, but not by a ton. But I think it's just the fact that they just scored a few more points than we did. Like they had, they had 48 points in the paint and they had 22 points off turnovers. And then they had 22 bench points. So it's like our stats are pretty close. Like again, pretty close. They just scored 2 more points than we did. Like that's literally what we got. That's it.
Yeah.
They had, we had the 12 turnovers, and they had 13. So, it's not like we had a ton more turnovers than they did. I will say we did have a couple, and I say a couple, a couple really bad passes that led to turnovers in the second half that didn't help at all, which they were easily preventable types of turnovers. Like they were forced, shouldn't have turned the ball over, like just easy, like bad mistakes on the passing. And, if you want to point it towards that being the issue, okay, cool. It's so close in terms of stats and the game. It's just, if we would have just scored 2 more points or, 4 more points, the game would have been totally different. That's it.
Yeah. I guess I'll say and this is, I'm reaching for stuff, but I guess my only like big grievance after this game that I feel like, again, I think we were better than them and we should have been in a position to just easily win that game by double digits. However, we were in the situation we were in for whatever reason. And I'll say the only thing that's made me semi anxious about how hot our trifecta of 3-point shooters have been to start off this season is the like age old adage, live by the 3, die by the 3.
For sure.
And I think we kind of got close to whatever it's called, self-fulfilling prophecy on this game with that one. Because it was like 3 minutes left. I can't remember exactly how far we were up, but we were up a few points. And it's like, I know 3 minutes is still a long time, but seeing that the game had been so back and forth, below the 3-minute mark with a lead, you'd kind of like to take closer to the full 30 seconds of the shot clock on a possession. Because then that's only 6 possessions left. And there was one where we just immediately like aired up a 3 and missed it. And then, they went on like a 7-0 run or whatever it was to win the game. And it's like,
yeah,
I just don't want us to get boxed into the 3-point thing, because I love more than anybody can ever know that we have 3-pointers and that they shoot it. But there's a really fine line that you got to be cognizant of when you pass on the 3 and you pivot and do something else.
Yeah, I mean, listen, looking at the stats a little bit closer, I mean, I can kind of see here. I mean, honestly, let's just be fair. They shot way more fouls than we did. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously looking at the percentages, obviously they did, but what I'm saying that they shot, like, I mean, they were 11 of 19 from the free throw line. You want to know how 3 of 6. 3 of 6. Like, they had way more fouls. Like, they were shooting way more free throws than we were. It's insane. I mean, just for comparison, we had 7 fast break points. And we scored 3 points off of, not 3 points, but you get the point. Like, we made 3 free throws. That's it.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert, wait till the next game to find out how many times we're at the free throw line, and you're gonna lose your mind. But
I mean, I already know. I took a little sneak peek at the stats, and I already know. And then the only other thing is yeah, I mean, talk about the 3, live by 3, die by 3. Listen, 9 out of 29 from the 3-point line compared to their 5 out of 12. So again, I think you can just kind of pinpoint at the 3-pointers and the free throws there, and you're like, okay, well, there's the contributing factor. Like, very simply.
Yeah, and there's where the stats can be misleading if you don't look at the totals, because 31% is that's a great 3-point percentage, but I don't want to shoot 29 to make 9.
Exactly.
I mean, that's right. 20 missed 3-pointers. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And that's what I'm saying. When you look at the stats, you're like, oh, that's not too bad. But then you look at the actual numbers closer, you're like, ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Not great there. Just not great. So yeah, it's stuff like that I'm just like, all right, guys. We just gotta shove that back into the box, learn from it, watch some film, fix the mistakes, work on it, grow, and move forward, and just box that experience away, put a nice little stamp on it, and say, don't do that again. Let's not do that again. Because that was not a fun game to watch. I mean, it was back and forth. Yeah, the 11 score changes. Yeah, of course. Like, a back and forth game is great sometimes, because you're like, oh, it's an exciting game, back, forth. But, oh, yeah, not ideal. Okay. All right. Any other comments about that game other than our one word to describe it? So I'm just going to say that my word is going to be let's see here. Let's see. No, it's in my head. I have it right here. It's right there. It's like, I just got to pinpoint it. It's going to be hyphenated. I'm going to do my hyphenated again. Okay. So technically it's one word, like learning -experience. That's what you get from me.
I don't even know. Boo. I have no idea.
Okay, fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. I have many comments about this next game. It's just, God bless America. It's wild that I have more comments about the dub than I do about the loss. Way more comments.
I mean, I feel like we've done this many times before, so.
I know. Okay, let's just roll into it.
All right, so this one was Friday, November 21st, aka CC's birthday, at Firestone Fieldhouse in the Malibu. If you're trying to be fancy. which I got notes for that. But anyway, this gym was teeny tiny. I was a little surprised because I know how much money Pepperdine has and what a nice campus it is, and that was a small gym.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, so we have. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, and we've seen small, so we know what small gyms look like.
Yeah. So we have actually played Pepperdine once before this game. So going into our matchup against Pepperdine, we had one loss. And that was a 77-53 loss in Waco in December of 1993. So obviously some sort of tournament that we played in. Pepperdine is in the West Coast Conference, and little tidbit that they mentioned during the game, and I turned to my parents, I'm like, did y'all just hear that? Tuition is over $70,000 a year.
Pass.
It's a fancy schmancy school. And that's just undergrad. Grad school is like, I think 85 or 90 a year.
That's obscene.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine going to school there for $70,000 a year for like if I went for my 6 years to get the master's. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No. Okay.
So, anywho, there's your little trivia on them. Southland Conference standings.
All right. So standings as of today, we have a little bit of a shakeup at the top of the leaderboard. McNeese is at 6-1, and the only reason why they're above us in the standings is they've played one more game than we have. That's literally the only reason. They're at 6-1, and we're at 5-1. So there you go. And then we have HCU 3-1, Lamar 3-2, Commerce 4-3. Again, I am digging my toes in. I will not call it East Texas A&M. I don't give a rat's patoot. UIW at 3-3. Nope. Yeah. A&M Corpus Christi 2-4, New Orleans 2-4, UTRGV 2-4, Southeastern 1-4, Northwestern State 1-5, and Nichols shockingly 0-5. But last week when we did our discussion, when we looked up who Nichols have been playing, again, they're playing a really hard non-conference. So this does not shock me whatsoever. I'll be really interested to see how these teams at the bottom of the pile who are playing some really hard non-conference schedules, how they will take that and then apply what they've learned to the actual season when it counts. So like, I mean, it's a lot of road to make up, but also at the same time, yikes. It could be a yikes. Anyway, there's your conference standings.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it translates.
For sure.
Again, like we always say in our conference, really all that matters is that you win the conference tournament. So if we get some better prep for that, then more power to them.
Hunter.
All right. So for this game, same starters.
Hunter said UNO is a sneaky 2-4. Who would have guessed it? Master P and Naxoon. They are sneaky 2-4. You're right. That's why I'm like, yep. Go ahead, Jax.
All right. Same starters as every game we've had thus far. Keon, CC, Cam, Gerald, and Latif. We did win 63-60. The attendance, now I believe this number all the way, 481.
Accurate.
Yeah. Sean Kennedy stats section. Our field goal percentage was 38.2%. 3-point percentage, 27.8%. Hold on to your hats. Our free throw percentage was 100%. We only shot one. Thank you, Latif.
It's the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life.
one free throw the entire game. One. Uno. Points in the paint, 28 points off turnovers, 17 second chance points, 15 fast break points, 10. Our bench points were 26. We had 32 total rebounds, 10 offensive and 22 defensive. We had 16 fouls, 10 turnovers. I am going to say that they did have 15 turnovers. So much better in that stat line. We had 9 steals and 3 blocks. Our game leaders at the top of the scoreboard, we had Narit with 22 points, 5 steals, and 2 rebounds. We had Latif with 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And really close to a double-double again. Keon with 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And then we had Gerald with something in every column. 4.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 3 steals.
Yeah, so it's really hard for me to give this to anyone else, player of the game. I'm going to agree with Jacqueline when she put our boy Rit. There's no doubt, no doubt. He sealed the deal. I mean, he buzzer beater. He buzzed our first buzzer beater of the season, and the homie nailed it. There's no doubt. Rit, hats off to you. Like, you saved the day, my son. Oh my God. Wow.
And I think we could have finished it in OT, but man, was I happy to have the buzzer beater shot to finish it in regulation.
Oh, I know. Like, there's nothing I love more than extra basketball. And, we're talking free basketball here, but to end it in regulation in a buzzer beater fashion like that, it's chef's kiss. Yeah, I got a lot to say. Most of them, well, there's good too, but there's a lot. I didn't make as many notes in this game because I was just not having it. That first half, not having it. Not having it at all. I don't think I made a single positive note in that first half.
No, if I had recorded Dad and I's conversation, it would have all been for the grievances.
Oh, sitting there watching this on the couch, I'm literally just like, who body snatched our team?
Yeah.
So all my positives are going to be in the second quarter or in the second half, but all I have to say is, holy shit, Narit. I cannot believe this kid. I cannot believe this kid was available to recruit. That's my thing. Like, all these other teams that passed on him, you guys are dumb AF. And actually, thank you for passing on him, because now we have this gem on our team, and I hope either him or his daddy or his mama are listening to this, because you guys got a hell of a son. I mean, the talent in that boy is nuts, and I'm just blown away by him. Yeah, 22 points, 5 steals, 2 rebounds. And how long did he play for? Let me see. 32 minutes. I mean, he had the second most minutes on the team. He didn't even start.
He is. I mean, I bragged on his 3-point shooting last episode, but he just has the best form, the best release. If you can get it to him within a millisecond before his defender's going to block it, he's going to get the shot off. And contributes defensively on the court as well. And I can say, from having chatted with him a while at the football game weekend before last or whatever, he is a very nice guy as well.
Yeah,
Alex and I have chatted with his dad, and his dad's awesome. So
yeah, very good boy. Funny, great addition to the team. But let me also give a quick shout out to Keon for that too, because without Keon getting in there into the paint and getting the ball and kicking it back out to Rit, none of that happens without that assist from Key. And so got to give a good shout out to that, because that was one of his 5 assists. That one was the most important one. And so that, shout out to Key for, again, big role player there. He, when he's not on the court, I feel like things run okay, but they're just so much more smoother when he's on the court. And so I have so much love and respect for Key, and I wish we had like 7 of him.
Agreed. And also to point out that he was the leader of rebounds this game, and it's pretty much every game that either he is tied with Gerald or right behind him or one above. And, we're talking about our point guard
Right.
leading on the rebounds. So,
which is hilarious to me. Again, he's not short by any means, but he's probably one of the shortest guys on the court.
Right.
And he's snagging rebounds left and right. And again, this guy has bloomed and blossomed. Like, he was good last season, but like, this is a whole different Keon. And it's just so wonderful to see. I also have to say, here's another positive which we'll talk about how body snatched shite that first half was in a minute. It takes a lot to go into the halftime and make the necessary corrections in order to come back out in the second half and play. I was like, who is this team? Like, literally, that's our team back. I don't understand. What the hell? What did y'all do in the damn locker room, Maddie B? I would love to know what you said, what kind of inspirational speech you gave them. I would love to know what was discussed, because it was like a light bulb switched and flicked on. And it was like, oh shit, that's not us. This is us. So it also just shows the maturity and like the growth of the team as a team to realize, okay, we got to get our shit together. This isn't us. And let's stick to the game plan and go back and actually play the game. Play it how we know how to play it, how we've been playing it for the past 4 games up to that point. So it was like, okay, now we're back.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any other positives to talk about? Can I just move on to grievances so I can get all this off my chest? Oh, thank God. Okay. Because I know you have stuff too.
From no cops. The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
Okay. Who the fuck? And I'm just going to say it. I'm dropping the F-bomb. Who in the ever-loving frick body snatched our team in that first half? Because that was not our team. Slow start, back and forth, missed baskets, both sides of the ball. Turnovers, easy, bad shots. I mean, Pepperdine wasn't missing in the first half, and then we couldn't make shit. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. What in the rats? Hell, I don't know. I was lost. Absolutely flabbergasted. My flabbers were gasted for that first 20 minutes.
It was rough. Like, Dad and I were like, we can't buy a shot. I mean, is there something wrong with the goal? Is there something wrong with the ball? Like, I don't understand.
Literally, 100%. And then they go in a half and they come out and it's a completely different team. I'm like, I'm getting whiplash here because the first half was absolute dog shite. Like literally, I could scrape it off the ground and put it in a doggy bag because that's how poopy it was. And then they come out at the end at the second half, and I'm like, now wait a gosh darn minute here. Who is this team? Who is this team? They're making shots. They're creating turnovers. They're playing good defense. They're blocking shots. I literally wrote in my notes, who are we? Who are we? You can't see it because it's blank. But who are we? I
could see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that absolute dog shit start. And then just blown away. Yeah, that first half was not good. I mean, and I think they know it. I mean, everybody that was watching the game knows it.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, we don't have to like go into explicit details about how bad it was. Everybody knows how bad it was. I mean, I'm sure everybody and their mama and the blind guy sitting in the back row fucking saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care to dissect it too much either. However, I will say my one, I guess, for the last game, my specific grievance was the live by the 3, die by the 3. And this game, it's going to be, I feel like there were multiple times that we were just not communicating on defense as to when the screen was coming and if the defender who was getting screened was going to go over, under, or if they were going to switch. And then sometimes it was like they both go guard the same guy and then leave one open, which is frustrating. Y'all know how I hate it when you don't talk on defense or talk on screens. Or they'd end up with just a horrific mismatch, and then we'd get a backdoor cut or something that, because we weren't communicating in time to switch back, the mismatch made it easier. Anyways, frustrating.
No, super. I mean, first half 3-point percentage 16.7. We hit 3 out of 18. I mean, in total, the whole game we made 10 and we attempted 36 and made 10. I mean, I'm going to make a shirt that literally says live by the 3, die by the 3. And
I was sitting there thinking that to myself during the game Tuesday night.
oh my
I was like,
God.
is that petty? Is that shitty? Maybe a little bit, but
I feel like that would be a decent shirt to wear at any basketball game because, I mean, it would look at this. This is what's happening to me because I was so flustered and discombobulated that entire first half. I almost walked out of my living room and came back in and was like, was I dreaming? Was I on a fever dream? Did I take some crazy cuckoo pills? Did I take an edible and I thought it was a gummy? I don't know. Like, someone please explain where the hell I'm at because it's not watching this team right now. It was just I was so confused. But they got it together. They pulled their heads out of their butts, found their eyeballs, and got shit going. Like they got the dub, and that's at the end of the day all that matters. But what I do hope that they get from this road trip is it's a road trip. It's going to be long hours. You really, really, really have to make sure that you're, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. And I know that's very much like, business speak, but I'm meaning like you got to make sure that you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of sleep, hydrating. You got to make sure that everything is packed, everything is ready to go. Make sure that your head's right, your body is right. Because, you just traveled to the West Coast during the week. And did 2 games. Yeah, it's a lot. Traveling is a lot. And so we got it. And I think also it's the fact that they didn't have like, they didn't have like a big overseas trip this summer, they did, but they didn't, yeah. So it's like, they haven't really had that long trip bonding experience. And I hope this helped. I really do. Because we got
I'm
one
sure
more.
it did.
Yeah. We got one more game on this road venture. We're going to play UTA on Saturday in Arlington. And man, last time we played UTA, we had a huge lumberjack crowd. So we're hoping that we get another big lumberjack crowd. I unfortunately will not be there. I know Jacqueline was thinking about trying to go if she can make it. She's not sure. It's up in the air for her. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got a comment.
You know what? Oh.
Tori said, put that on a shirt. I'd wear it for any basketball game. Live by the 3, die by the 3, and box out. Atta girl.
I'm going to make one that says talk on screens, like in all caps. That'll be another one.
Make a shirt that literally just has, like, on the back, just sayings like live by the 3, die by the 3, box out, talk on screens. Like, it's just like, it's
free, baby.
It's free, but it's a word cloud of just shit that we say during the basketball games.
See, we've come up with like 5 more ideas. Just spitballing here.
Love it. I need to get on Canva and start cranking these out. And
we do. Last thing I'll say about this game, Dan and I were just both shocked as shit because we both said we thought the Fresno State game was going to be the more trying game of these two, and I feel like Pepperdine's the one that even though it's the one that we won and we lost the other one, like we just looked so much better than Fresno State. And this one I felt like they were at least somewhat more matched up with us, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does. It was just a kind of a weird trip. It was their first one. It was their first road games of the season. Again, like, I'm just going to chalk this up to just a very new team getting used to going and traveling together. And, listen, we've had one loss so far this season. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, would I love to be, 6-0, but of course, but I'll take it. Like, if we had I'd rather take a split road trip than an 0-2 road trip. Like, let's talk silver linings here.
Absolutely.
100%. All right. So one word to describe this Pepperdine game. I'm just going to throw it out there and just say buzzer beater. That's hyphened as well. Hyphened.
Rit.
Easy. No explanation needed. Boom. Boom, shakalaka. None. And you know what? I love a good buzzer beater ending game too, because you know how much that brings the team together, and like not just the team, but like the coaching staff, like the whole everybody. Like, it's such a moment that everybody just bands together. And I'm telling you now, do we remember in 2019 another buzzer beater game against? Well, we're not talking about saying Pepperdine is Duke right now, but just saying. There was another early game in that season where we had a 4-0 start, and that was a buzzer beater too. I'm just saying there's a lot of parallels here happening in this season. That's all I'm saying. You can make your connections any other way you want, but there's things are adding up here. 2 + 2 = 4.
2 = 4. I was saying the same thing. We're on the same page.
Constantly. Oh, man. Okay, so a few reminders, then we're going to send you guys off into the ether. Obviously, like I said, I mentioned before, there is a game in Arlington at UTA on Saturday. That game is scheduled for, let me pull it up again. I believe it's a 2 o'clock game. 2 o'clock. Yes. Thank you. And then there is a pre-game meetup / pregame. Thank you. At 11 over at Grease Monkey. which we went to Grease Monkey last time. It was a great little spot. They have good food. And please, 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 if you live in the Arlington area or Dallas, DFW area and have, time to go support the Jacks in Arlington, please, please, please consider doing it. Be our voices there in case Jacqueline can't go. I'll be in Tennessee seeing my girl Tori if she's still listening, maybe. Anyway, so I'll be in Tennessee. So I'll be watching from afar. But please, 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 I beg of you, if you're in DFW, we had a huge contingent last time, and I'm hoping we'll have more of the same because this team is playing lights out right now, and they deserve some good support. And so please and thank you. Anywho, the next home game will be coming up on December the 3rd. So that's next week, December the 3rd. And then there's also a game on December the 7th. So if you are thinking about coming down for a game, those are two really good games coming up next week. If you have time, if it's in your schedule, the Wednesday game on the 3rd is at 6:00 and actually kind of starts off conference a little early, playing UT RGV. So that'll be an interesting matchup in the Sawmill on the 3rd. And then on the 7th, which is a Sunday, little Sunday fun day action at the Sawmill, we're playing Louisiana Monroe. Yes, and that game is at 2:00. Thank you, Jax. So come on in for the Sunday game. I mean, starts at 2, ends around 4:30. Head back home. So plenty of time in to come get some afternoon loving from the Jacks. Okay. So yes, a couple more reminders. One being, of course, to check out our merch store on our website. The links for that are on all of our social media pages. We're going to update some. I have time. I'm on Thanksgiving break, so I have nothing but time right now. I'm bored. I need things to do. So one of them is going to be to do a couple designs and throw them on the website for this season. Maybe a Maddie B shirt. I'm thinking a Maddie B shirt. I'm thinking a Live by the 3, Die by the 3 word cloud shirt. But yeah, so check out our merch, get you some stuff, order some things for the holidays, for Christmas presents. And yeah, real quick, shout out to the football team. This is my last announcement. Holy crap, the football team and Coach Carthel, they've been grinding for so long, and we are so excited for them. They got a 7th freaking seed in the FCS playoffs, and I don't think we've been that high ever. I don't even think the last time when we were in the playoffs in about 10 years ago, we were even that high. I don't know. So anyway, this is a huge accomplishment for the football team. They're conference champions. We got the 7 seed. That means a first round bye. So the home game will be on December the 6th. So come in for football on the 6th, stay for basketball on the 7th. It's kind of what I was alluding to. So get your tickets for the football game on the 6th. It'll be an afternoon kickoff. And so that way you'll have plenty of time for, post-game activities. And then on Sunday, come on in and watch some basketball. And then congrats to Coach Carthel for winning Coach of the Year for the Southland.
Very well deserved.
Yeah. My mother would have been mad if I didn't say any of this stuff. Yeah, this is the season for the Lumberjacks, football, volleyball, track, and the soccer. All of it. Love to see it. So yeah, congrats to all the teams that have been winning their conference championships. We're so proud of everybody. And also while you're at it, make sure that you're checking in to the Locked On the Lady Jacks podcast with Hunter and Lauren. They're doing great. They've had, I believe, 2 episodes already, or at least one is coming out this week. So check out all the good Lumberjack and Lady Jack content. So that's it. It's Thanksgiving week. We got good food coming up in a couple days here, and I'm excited.
Can't wait.
Man, we hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. You enjoy it. You spend time with family and friends. You watch some good sports on the TV. And again, if you can make it up to Arlington on Saturday, please do. We appreciate y'all and we love you. And we're very thankful for you. Us turkeys are very thankful for you. Oh, man. All right, guys. Hope you have a great day. Again, happy Thanksgiving. And as always, Axe and Jacks.
With Alex and Jax. I remembered my line this week, everybody.
Remembered your line. I'm so proud of you. Nice.